Hello, everybody. I almost thought we were not gonna get a trailer today. Oh man. I'll just put a clip of freaking Majin Buu looking at that freaking hourglass. That was basically me looking at freaking SNK's YouTube channel waiting for the trailer. But enough talking, it is for Benimaru. Alright, some of y'all are gonna be mad at this, but I am not really a big fan of Benimaru. Never really was. But still gonna look at this trailer though. Let me pause the music. Alright, let's get into it. I can live with like all these little, the first couple seconds of him just kind of just doing motions and modeling. I mean, he is a model, very charismatic guy, so I can live with that. That was nice. Not a big fan of the character, but I would be lying if I said that I was not bedazzled or at least impressed with his playstyle. Whoa, hold on. Oh, play it again. Wow! Whoa!
Shatter all expectations.
Oh, wow! Wow. Wow. Wow, that's all I can say. I actually might be playing Benimaru in KOF 15. I'm just laughing right now because on one hand, I predicted that they were revealing them by teams, at least with the first three. They might swerve us. They may swerve us with a little something here. But big ups to, I gotta find him. Where are you at? Hilux. Let me know which one's right. Shout outs to you because he's one of the few people. He's the first person that comes to mind that predicted Benimaru teaming up with the two of them. Looking at some other comments. Did anybody else guess? But he's the first one I thought about because he commented on the last couple of videos. He was talking about Benimaru, and he mentioned the fact that the garb he's wearing, like his style is actually like more, Chinese right there. Additionally, it's funny because for this particular video here, I promised that I was going to put predictions out there for y'all. So, let me go ahead and do that. Anyways, so what you see on the screen right now is where we left off with my predictions in the 1.5 edition. And with the previous video that I dropped yesterday, we are now here. Right here. As of course I made the edit when I predicted, wrongly now that we know, that Gencharu is going to be with this team. But before I get to what we learned recently, I'm going to go over everything else that you see here that got updated. So, let me start down here with Team AOF. With Ryo Sakazaki, of course, probably going to start his own team. He's going to be out of Southtown with Marco, as you see in the ending in 14. I figured that Takuma might once again come back to KOF 15 as a competitor. And with that being said, since I mentioned Ryo, I forgot who it was. Shout outs to you. I'm sorry, I can't remember. But I think one or two of you mentioned an intro quote from 14 with Rio really wanting King to teach her students. And I could actually see that happening. Like, that's the only lead that I have seen for anything involving that. So, yeah. So I have King, Marco, and Rio on, let's call it Team Rio, I guess. So, with that being said, where does that leave the women fighters team? I'll admit to you that this is kind of wishful thinking on my part to a degree, because we didn't really get any leads from any endings, whether it be 13 or 14. However, Vanessa, and this is not the best bit of proof, like I might actually change this down the line, but Vanessa appeared in both the 13 and the 14 endings for the women fighters team, but she wasn't a competitor. I think maybe this time she actually will. I mean, with Vanessa being the first ever female KOF champion, I mean, come on. It's supposed to be an all-star roster of women fighters for the most part, because you have some youngins that get on the team. And of course, there's Blue Mary. After talking with y'all a little bit in the previous video, I have a feeling that Blue Mary may also be on another team. But for the time being, I'll put her with Mai and Vanessa. This is, I would think, if you had to make a dream team of women fighters and it couldn't be Mai, King, and Yuri, it would be these three. That's just my opinion. And before we go on any further, in 14, there were 3 new teams. In this game, I feel like there's going to be a lot more fan service when it comes to characters. So I'm going to think there's maybe 2 teams of new characters. That's just how I see it. And we will get to this later. Chang and Choi, I actually think there's going to be a new character leading them, because in their ending, like I said, Xanadu is... Honestly, I feel like Xanadu would legit be still looking at the fire with their money in there, and freaking Chang and Choi pretty much dipped out and tried to find somebody else to follow. I know that sounds like I'm joking, but I mean, it's Xanadu. He's weird like that. Team South America. I know these 3 characters here were not that popular. If you look at the poll that somebody took with the KOF 14 characters, I personally think all 3 of them are cool. I like all 3 of them. However, I wouldn't put it past SNK trying to like further push these 3 to further get them over with, you know, the crowd and everything. Additionally, with Nelson, I don't think that they're done with him, because if you look at Team South America's ending, they show like in the lab the people that put the arm on Nelson. And the way they just presented it to me, I feel like they're not really done with Nelson right now. And on top of that, I don't see the 3 of them splitting up, because if you watch that ending, the 3 of them are on great terms, and they even want to team up yet again with one another. So there's that. This right here, because when I first started doing this, someone pointed out that many of my predictions weren't exactly very shaken up teams, but it's not going to be a shake-up all the way around. I don't think every team is going to be shaken up unless SNK just goes nuts with this, which would be cool, I mean. But once again, with this team, with Team Kim, if you watch that ending, despite the fact Kim does not want them tagging along, Gongil and Luong still invite themselves as he travels to the mountains to train further. And the way they've been going about it, I don't think Kim is going to shake them off. And that's cool. If me personally, I like Kim and I like Luong. Gongil, I personally hope that they replace him with a 3rd character, because Gongil wasn't really all that intriguing of a character. Like, he was just very basic, if anything. With all that being said, though, now we have to update it to this. Because now we have established that we've got Team Hero right here. Which makes me wonder, where does that leave Goro? Now, I still stand by this team until I guess it's revealed otherwise. But I don't know. Will they have him go back with Kyo? I'm not sure. And that would be a surprise to me if they have Goro lead his own team. That would be a surprise to me. But yeah, those are my thoughts right there. That Benimaru trailer was awesome. Like, congratulations. Like, a character I'm naturally not a fan of. I actually kind of want to play him now. And I'm loving the mechanic. Like, we saw some more mechanics. And I was getting worried at first. I was getting worried at first because it was normal. But then the combos came afterwards. So I feel like, I guess they have the formula down for how they want to do these trailers. But yeah, that was really good. But those are just my thoughts. What do you guys think going forward? Comment below, discuss it up there. I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care, be safe out there, and I'll see you next time.